Hi everybody, I'm back with Kate and Tony from UK Games Expo, and today we are having a talk about the family day out. So, this is basically you guys wanting to just let family know how good of an event this is and what they can do at the event, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So, traditionally people see gaming, board gaming things to be a sort of exclusively nerd or geeky thing to do, but actually, and increasingly we find that there is a huge family audience that comes along, and these are people who might not necessarily be established hobbyists and things, but they are absolutely looking for value for money, they're looking for a great social day out, and they're looking to be able to bring family and friends and kids along with them. And that is definitely why they should be at the expo.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of those shows where if you are the geek or the nerd in your family, invite them along, arrange the day out, and actually this will maybe give them a window into your hobby and maybe bring them into it with you.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is very much a gateway convention for individuals and families that don't game traditionally. It's held during the Whitsun half term, so there's plenty of time there over that period. When you, by that time, the end of that week, you're thinking, you know, only 3 days and then go back to school, sort of thing. So I know exactly what that feeling's like. And I'm bored. You get from the kids, you know, or me. So this is
in that tone?
Yes, I'm bored. Why don't you play with the 4 million toys you've got? I'm bored with them. Okay. Why don't you? There's some traffic outside.
No.
So
Please don't play in traffic.
yes. I used to go and play on the train lines, but really don't do that. That's a bad idea because you get arrested.
Oh, so it's not the impending death.
Well, there's that as well. That's why they arrested us, because we were probably going to end up killing ourselves by accident. So anyway, don't play. Take away from this, don't play with the trains.
Well, there are safe train games
unless it's Ticket to Ride, then
yes,
you're away.
That's true.
Yeah? So, if you come on to the expo, I did have a point when I started this, and it was a very good point, and I'm just going to talk a little bit there until that point just drops back into my head.
Could it be?
Yes, could it be?
About it being families accessible.
Indeed, the end of the term. And
it is. So you get this time to come along and spend some time. In terms of value, £35 gets you a day for your entire family.
Yeah.
There's plenty of parking. Come by train. There's 20% off on train tickets to the NEC on that day. You can fly in if you're a really rich family and you're just perhaps coming from, I don't know, Liverpool.
Or Ireland.
Or Ireland, yes.
Or
France, or the US of A.
Have you had US people come in?
Yes. There's lots of people now coming from all over Europe and the US and other countries.
Which is quite amazing. Also, jet lag is really horrible when you start at a convention with jet lag. So arrive a couple of days early and sleep.
Back to the family day.
Sorry.
Yes. So it's great value for money. And for that 35 quid, is going to get, you know, a couple of adults and a bunch of young people in.
Yes.
We're not completely nailed down to two children.
Yeah,
you know, that sort
nuclear
of
family.
Yes, the nuclear family that doesn't exist anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's been nuked.
Yeah.
So 11s and unders coming in free anyway.
Yeah.
So you're only paying for 11 to 16-year-olds in terms of family. If you've got 3 or 4, that's fine. You know, that family ticket will cover them.
Yeah.
And the 11 to 16s is a slightly discounted ticket from an adult price anyway.
Yeah. So for a family, look, I've been to lots of shows and all sorts of stuff. And when you turn up, the first thing is 35 quid to get in, then what, £10-15 for a programme? Programme at the expo is free. Yeah, 100-page programme. We're just going to put that into your hand because we don't want a whole bunch of hidden charges. Yeah, so that £35 is going to get, and then there is lots to do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the key take. There's lots. Once you've paid that 35 quid, you can play now for 8-9 hours of content and entertainment that you can pay for not paying another penny piece. Yeah. Demonstration games where you can go and play a game and they'll teach you how to play it. There's a family zone, so that will take you through as trained demonstrators to take you through those sorts of things. There are seminars that you can go to. If you know, there's introductory stuff. There's just a wealth. Board game library, 1,500 games you can borrow for nothing. £10 deposit, play all day, put your thing back in, get your 10 quid. Yeah, so there is just, you will not scratch the surface in a day.
One of the other things is you've got a beta area for games that are in development.
Yes, that's
play
right.
test.
The play test.
Yes, a play test there. Now, I would say, if you're coming as a family,
Yeah.
that is quite intense in there.
Ah, I see.
Because these are people trying to test and play a game. So
understand.
it wouldn't be the first place I would send a family. Gateway Games for Asdevium have got all the games that are brand new. You know that area better than
so
I
it's
do.
a kind of, they have versions which is like my first whatever it happens to be as that game. So it's the essence of the game, but it's done in a very quick play out of the box, although all the demonstrators will obviously take you through it. And so you can start on these, and as soon as you get that, you can then start adding complexity. And we find very quickly that children then move on and play the actual game very shortly up there. And adults, that's true.
So in order to help you orientate yourself, as I say, you get your free program. Take 2. I don't mind. You get a beginner's guide. So if it's the first time at the expo, there's a beginner's guide especially for you, like 4 to 6 pages, where that will outline everything new, what things are, what you can do, what you shouldn't do. All of that sort of thing is contained in your beginner's guide. If that isn't enough help to make you feel settled and happy, blue-shirted ambassadors, specially trained staff whose only job is to chat to you and make sure you have a good day. So if you're saying, oh, well, this map seems to be printed upside down, or I can't find this, and I've seen this in the beginner's guide, where is it? So
they're basically a walk and talk and you are here bulletin.
No, absolutely. And more than that, because you can say to them, my kids like X amount of games, or as a family, we like playing blah. And they say, brilliant, I'll take you over to wherever it is. They'll introduce you to the right thing. They'll get you playing games. And that's exactly.
And if you say, I've never played anything, first time at the expo, first time at games, then they'll say to you, okay, these are the places, circle, these are where you go, and they'll take you there. They won't just point, it's over there somewhere. They will take you there, introduce you, get you settled, and then come. And that's their job. So don't worry that, okay, this is a nerd fest, I'm not going to fit in. It isn't. The breadth and depth and help that's available just to make because you're spending 35 quid. Now, that's value, but it's still 35 notes.
It is.
That's, and then by the time you've come and you've parked or come by train, got to get a bit of food, you're going to spend some money there. And we want you to get the best value.
Absolutely.
I know, I've been to sort of, like Drayton Manor Park and Zoo. So you go to that, the queues are huge, and you get 3 rides in a day. That wasn't value, was it?
No.
That was a waste of money. Same with, I've done that with lots of theme parks. I've been to shows where, we've walked round and gone, well, there's nothing else to do. I've looked at the stuff for sale, and now what do I do? Okay, you're not going to struggle that here. There's plenty to buy, but there's more to do.
Yeah, but it's also, even the ones that are selling, it's more of an invite to sit down and play and learn about it first.
And that's what the beginner guide will tell you. Beginner's guide will tell you that. Is all of these, apart from there's some large retail stands, which are just literally shifting boxes of stuff, and they're great. But then what you've also got are these other, those who publish and make the games. They want you to sit down and chat and play. And I mean, Mr. Wotan, Lawrence from Wotan brings his double-decker bus. He's got a new one this year because he broke the last one.
How?
I don't know. On the morning of the show, we got a phone call. Said, the bus doesn't work. I go, but I've got a bus-shaped hole for it to go in, Lawrence. And he went, yes, but it doesn't work. It's broken. I'm not going to be able to do it. And so at that point, we then had another trader come along who said, I booked my stand, and God bless her, and this is the sort of traders you're getting. There's lots of people here who are putting their life and soul into something.
Which
is they aren't just corporates there. In fact, very few corporates, in my opinion. And she'd booked her stand, and what she thought was like 20 square metre or 10 square metres was she actually booked 10 square feet.
Oh, whoops.
And didn't fit. But now we had a bus-shaped hole, so we said to her, Lawrence, and she was quite an elderly lady, and so we said, look, why don't we put you in here, and you can have this, and Lawrence will look after you. To which Lawrence was like, you what? So, mate, you didn't bring a bus, so now you get to look after this lady.
This isn't an invitation for everyone to bring a bus. Please don't everybody bring, or if you are, tell us.
No.
If you're bringing the bus, bring the bus. Otherwise, this.
Otherwise, you get to look after someone. You become care in the community. So, and anyways, but it was great because they put a load of tables out, filled the space, and she had a great time, and he had a great time. And it's very much that sort of community, getting on, helping each other out. And so for families, we've all been on them family days out where you spend 200 quid,
Yeah.
and at the end of it you think, well, that
Didn't get
sucked
much.
slightly.
Yeah.
With this, you'll spend half that, and you will just be, what's going on? And if you go and you decide, I'd like to come back tomorrow,
Yep.
you just upgrade the ticket.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, so look, we're not here to rip anybody off. So if you come and you think, oh, well, I wanted to do 2 days, we're not going to make you buy another 1-day family ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just upgrade it. You just go to the ticket office and say, look, I want to come back tomorrow.
I've had a blast, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll allow you to pay the difference and they'll upgrade your ticket on the spot.
Yeah. See, it's something I love about this industry in particular is it's such a social thing.
Massively so. Yeah.
Because everybody who's making a game, it's their game, it's their world, it's
Yeah.
their love. They want anyone they're showing it to love it.
Absolutely.
And it's something I get from you guys as well is that you're gamers just the same as everyone else, and you just want people to love the show and have a chance to play and look at these worlds.
I think, in the end, the show is what we make.
Yes.
Yes.
And I want people to really enjoy that show.
Yes.
And so all the things I've been to shows for that really annoy me to death, we've tried to remove.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes logistics mean, people say about queuing. So, well, we try to get that queue time down as tight as possible. The queues are big, but we shift through them really fast.
Yeah, but look how many folks you have arriving. It's just pure volume at that point.
Yes.
The NEC actually had told us that we're the quickest for ticket queuing.
Really?
So that's the other thing
That's
you've got to
impressive.
realise. All conventions have queues.
Yeah.
The big thing is that the queue is almost an event in itself, but you get through it really quickly.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
don't be put off by this. It's a very quick through.
Oh no, trust me, I have been to events where I've been wearing like a high-vis, running around catching footage, and because I've actually borrowed one of the event's high-vis,
Yeah.
I've had people in queue shouting at me going, when are we getting in?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a guy with a camera.
Yeah.
So, we try and make sure that this convention, it's like the programme. The reason the programme's free is because it's annoying to pay to get in and then get charged effectively half the price to get in again. Or often, if it's like 20, 30 quid to get into some of these shows, just as an individual, they then want 10, 15 pound for the programme, which you need to find out where anything is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intensely annoying. Install the app if it's your first time.
Yeah.
That it's got searchable stuff on it, so it's got useful stuff. It isn't a whole bunch of adverts. In fact, there aren't any adverts in it apart from the app sponsor. So that's just one set of guys, which is inside the box this year. Those great guys, Pete from who did Subterra, etc.
Yes. Fabulous game.
Great guys, fabulous game. So that they're the only people in there. It's not there to feed you adverts.
Yeah.
It's there to help you get round the show and get the most out of it again.
Yeah.
We're great believers in that people can self-help on these things. It means you can have a look through, you can browse what's going on, you can see where the stands are you want to visit, you can see where the games are you want to visit, see what shows are on, and everything
You
is
give
in
them
that
the
app.
tools.
And it's on Google, it's on Apple.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we're good on multi-platform.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year's show just to see
gonna be
what
awesome.
crazy stuff you guys pull out because it's great because it's great for families to come to, but there's always some really wacky stuff. We did a video talking about the weird and wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's worth
There is a
going
weird,
sometimes
there
just
is a
for that.
weird and wonderful that we can't tell
talk
you about
about.
now,
No.
which we're just working on. But that is super wacky, isn't
gonna
it?
be
The,
good.
the thing
Yes,
with the
with the
what's
stuff.
up and the
Yes,
doodah
and
and the
potentially
thing
the-
Twist their
and the
arms up.
blue
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Shh. No.
And,
Ixnay on the oops play.
so if we can pull that off, that'll be great. We're also hoping sort of this year to have more of you guys on the show floor.
Yes.
So we're working on that. So there's just all sorts of stuff. We've got new releases with that people are now telling us we're aiming to get that out for the show.
Yep.
So that's some big releases that I can't say anything
No,
about.
you can't say anything about.
But if they
Kickstarters, can't say anything
but if
about
they
stuff.
come out, then
They can
they'll
do
be
some
really
amazing
cool.
things.
So and this is the period. So we would love to shout about it.
Yeah.
But until these companies say A, yes, you can talk about it,
Yeah.
and B, we know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to make promises that don't
No,
come
no,
through.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
some of these production schedules are very tight.
Yes.
And very difficult, and there's lots of things that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's something a lot of companies do as well. They use Expo for launching new product.
Yeah, very
Yes,
much so.
that's more and more becoming the conversations we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Essen gets 400 releases, so that's the thing. So if you're coming to the show, if you're coming from Family Day Out, if you're looking for something to do over that Whitsun half term,
Yeah.
then Expo is just a really great value choice.
Yes.
And you will never regret it. Most people who come for a day the following year come for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And they'll bring more people with them, which is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, it's you get the good word of mouth out there, and it becomes a viral thing.
Absolutely.
So 1 person becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8, and then you have the zombie apocalypse.
And pandemic.
And we do.
All right. Well, I tell you what, everybody, get your comments in below. Tell us, what of the family events would you be looking forward to? Is this maybe you thinking about, am I going to bring my family for the first year? I highly recommend it because it's a great show. Get your comments in below. We'll move on. We'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming let's plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.